Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 176 of Sold with Updike Pugh.
I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and today we've got a great show. Two amazing places you don't want to miss. First one is a standalone condo. Yeah, that's right. A standalone condo in the heart of Oaklawn. And the second one is a standalone single family at CityLine up in Richardson. Both really amazing. Definitely options out there.
Absolutely.
Great options.
Yep. And in our second segment today, we're going to talk about 4 things that you just going to have to do to make this a stress-free summer around the house.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
But you know what? Do it now while the temperatures are right. Mm-hmm. It is crucial. Well, the weather's been kind of crazy. Seems like we're going to get some rain. We're not going to get some rain. Seems like it's really windy, and it seems like everyone and everything is covered in pollen right now.
Yeah, it really is. But you know, the mountain cedar is gone now. Apparently, that is, the mountain cedar is over. But it's just all that other yellow stuff.
The yellow gunk. The funniest thing is that last year I was really sick from the allergies, and it was kind of making me nervous because I thought it was COVID. And this year I feel like I've been inundated in the pollen and I haven't had a single cough. I'm like, what is going on? So big weekend. My mom actually got remarried this weekend, which was excellent. It was a really great time. We had family that came in. My brother and his family came in from East Texas, and then my aunt came in from California, and then I had several other family members that came in from New Mexico. It was a great time, and I laugh and joke and say that we are now the Brady Bunch because Bob, her husband, has 3 adult kids, and they've got grandkids, and it was a great time. We all meshed extremely well, so well wishes for everyone. Can't be more excited that Bob is in the family.
That's great. That's great. I saw the pictures, and she looked so happy.
She did, and it was really just kind of a low key. My sister jokingly said that she wanted this to be like as if they had eloped and we just kind of showed up, which is a really good way to do it. It was just the right setting for it. If you're familiar with Riata, they have in Fort Worth downtown roof. They have a really cool globe dome that's all glass. So set up for a really wonderful backdrop. Perfect. You know me, I like my lighting. So really good overcast, just enough. Made the pictures really nice.
Good.
What did you do, my friend?
Well, this last weekend, I had dinner with some friends and stuff like that. It was all that normal stuff that we do, but it's this coming weekend that I am most excited about.
Oh, tell us.
I am going to the French Quarter Fest in New Orleans, leaving tomorrow morning.
Well, good for you. Will it be a Bloody Mary or a mimosa pre-flight?
It'll be mimosa, I'm sure.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a really fun event. I have not been in probably 8 or 9 years, but it is just a celebration in the French Quarter of the French Quarter. They have lots of street bands like this, but they also have, I think, 7 different stages set up around the French Quarter, and like every other music festival, they've got bands coming through, and you can always find somebody that you're interested in hearing. We're going tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, and then we're going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm on an 8 p.m. flight home Sunday night, so
you be sleeping good Sunday night.
Yeah, Monday's gonna be rough.
Is there one band that you are excited to see, or is it just all of them?
It's just all of them.
Just the vibe.
Yeah, I mean it. And to be honest, I haven't even looked at who all is playing because
it's that fun.
It's just going to be that much fun. And I'm going with a group of really great friends that all live here. I think there's 12 of us that are going. And then I also get to connect up with my long time friends, Fred, Anthony, and Gary. And that is like the cream on the cake for me.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see the pictures.
It's going to be fun.
It'll be a great time. Are you kidding? Hopefully you guys get really good weather. We've had great weather right now. And it'll be nice.
Yeah.
It will be. Plus, you don't have to wear a mask.
That is true. That is very true.
Interesting. Things change on a dime, it seems like right now.
I put my liver on notice. It needs to step up this weekend. So
you need to get some, what is that? Horny goat weed is the substitute you can take. Did you know that cleans your liver?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Horny goat weed, beets, arugula.
We might be going by GNC on the way home or
There
something.
you go. There you go. Well, what we've done is also we've done a quick change on the Market Watch. So previously on the Market Watch, when we would show you the slides, we were showing you everything that was in MLS. And we thought maybe we should tighten that up just a hair. And so what we did was this first one is just going to show you the numbers because we don't have percentages, because we have decided to only show you what's happening in Dallas County.
I think that makes more sense.
A little more relevant.
Yeah, a little more relevant. Our MLS is huge. It covers from Abilene to Tyler, all the way up into Oklahoma. It's huge. So I was really glad you suggested this.
So what we've done is we've whittled it down. Dallas County is what we're looking at. We're looking at the last 7 days. Since we have to come into the show, we really get the numbers from Tuesday to Tuesday. And with that being said, let's take a look at what's happening in far as new listings. So in the last 7 days, new listings, we've got 369 that just showed up. The active contingent, now this is the contingencies that could be anything on the contract. There are 51 of those. Those that are in the option period. So this is actually the first. Today's market can be 2 days, but typically it's 5 to 7. And this is when inspections are done, mechanical, plumbing, and there are 332 homes that have entered into that status.
And pendings is really the next status that houses move to once all those contingencies are gone. There were 249 in the last week in Dallas County. And then there were 374 closings in the last week in Dallas County.
Pretty good.
The number that we always want to keep our eye on, though, is the coming soon. There were 123 last week, and we want to see that number grow, which is what's going to make our new listings number grow.
Yep, we'd love to see our new listings really become larger than the sold data as well. One of the things that we are going to do next week is I will switch the order so that it will go active option, and then active contingent. That actually kind of throws you off, but hopefully you get the gist of where we're headed. Next week, we'll have the comparison data. One of the things that we always like to point out is that we are able to do this for you and live in a portal so you can have up-to-date information. A lot of times people are looking at Zillow and Trulia, and those are great websites. Unfortunately, they don't purge and clean their data quick enough. So give us a holler. We'd love to make that happen. So in this market, you can stay abreast of the latest stuff as it enters and closes on the market.
Absolutely. So we ready to jump into our houses?
I guess.
Okay.
Let's do it.
First one today that we're going to talk about is at 2722 Ninth Street. This is in the Ninth Street Townhome community, right at the corner of Throckmorton Congress and Ninth Street. Wonderful, wonderful, super duper convenient location. All kinds of restaurants around. You can walk down to the entertainment district right there. One of the really cool outdoor spaces that you have access to is Turtle Creek Park. And this is just on the other side of Oaklawn. It used to be called Arlington Park, I believe. This is Arlington Hall, which is, this is all owned by the city of Dallas. It's managed by the Turtle Creek Conservancy. And you can rent that facility out. There are all kinds of opportunities for you to volunteer down there. I love that park. I can't say enough about it.
It is great, and it is backs up to the K Trail, which is really great. One of the things also down there, if you're not from Dallas, you don't know, but there's a really great dry cleaner, and it sounds odd to say that, but it is called Sunshine Dry Cleaners. And they have been there since, it looks like 1941. They are amazing. I feel like there's a couple of people on staff that have also been there since 1941.
The owners.
They are great.
It's actually the owner's son is who you're thinking of,
Oh,
who
is that-
our age.
So it's just wonderful. I feel like there is such care in what they do. So check them out. They are a pleasure, dry cleaning wise. And around the corner from here is Oishi. And Oishi is one of my all-time favorite sushi restaurants. It got me so hungry that maybe for lunch or for dinner today.
That might be.
I'm telling you, it is great. They actually have great sushi, but they also have really great hot food as well. One of my all-time favorites. When I sit down, I tell our waiter that go ahead and start the Tribeca roll, and it is out almost probably within 5-10 minutes. But it is a great place. Saturdays and Sundays, it gets busy. Also during the week. And I believe that Wednesday nights, tonight, you actually have half-price bottles of wine there.
That's great. They have another restaurant right around the corner that's called La Vue, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's right there where on Maple where the where the dart rail crosses above the street, and the menu is it's owned by Oishi. Menu is very small, but it is so good.
Yeah, big portions too.
Yeah.
You know me, I like to eat.
Another right there in the neighborhood is also the Total Wine and More. You can walk down there; it's 2 blocks away. So if you need to go down there and get your wine on, you can do that very easily. And then again, we also wanted to talk about the convenient Veritex Bank, which is right there on Oaklawn. Really a great bank. If you are used to the olden days where, you would walk into the bank and everybody knows your name, this is where you want to bank because it will happen.
Olden days, but new money. All right, great. So let's go. 2722 Ninth Street. This is unit 110D, and this is a 3-story unit. It is a standalone. It is inside of a gated community, and it is a wonderful open floor plan that really works with just about all the buyers today.
These are bamboo floors throughout the first floor, and then they're hardwood floors on the second and third floor. But this is such a great room and offers so much flexibility for how you want to arrange your furniture. They've got the recessed LED can lights, granite countertops, tile backsplash, a super great space. This the previous owners of this had this really big bar in the middle there that worked out, or island that worked out perfectly.
So downstairs, again, we've got the bathroom down so no one has to go up to the living area. This is windows on both front and back, which is really great, allows plenty of natural light. Stairs there on the left-hand side. We're going to pivot in the next couple photos and we're going to go upstairs. One of the things that I always point out when we show this house is how wide stairs are. Getting furniture up when it is narrow stairs is never fun, almost impossible sometimes. This one, you can get just about anything up. In this master bedroom, you will see large and spacious, nice walk-in closet, bathroom en suite. Nothing is missing in this one.
Yeah, and this is the bath that is on that ensuite, that bedroom. Double sinks in the vanity there. Does have a big walk-in shower. It's really done very, very nicely. This is the second bedroom, and it's a little bit smaller than the other one, but it also does have a full bath connected to it. The full-size washer and dryer connections are also right off of the hallway there. This is the bath that is connected into that bedroom.
Yep, so everything's en suite, which is really great. Again, all sleeping quarters are on the actual second floor, which makes it super easy. As Jeff was saying, also with the washer and dryer, you don't realize what a pain it is until it's not on your floor. Now, as we step back out into the hallway, you can see here, we're going to go upstairs, and this leads us to the third floor. And this is one of the most unique floors that this has because it is so wide open.
It really is. In the standalone buildings, the HOA had to replace the flat roofs, and they did them with these hip and gable roofs. And when they did, the owner also added this additional space up in that third floor. Hardwood floors, has its own AC unit. It's just a fantastic room.
Now we're going to walk back downstairs on the first floor, and this is right off of that kitchen dining area. You have your own outdoor space, great for a pool. A grill, not a pool. And you can see here, that is your own fenced in area, low maintenance, perfect for your four-legged friends. And then this is one of the common areas that we have, the pool. It is a really large pool. I've spent many Saturdays and Sundays here. Really great covered area also for eating, dining, and grilling.
And there are 2 parking spaces for this unit right outside the front door, one covered and one uncovered, and they are both assigned.
Which is really a huge element for this. So 2722 Ninth Street, unit 110D, 2-bedroom, 3-bath. 1 car covered, 1 car uncovered. 1964, it is 210 square feet, priced at $389, which brings us in at $193 a foot. So this is a great one. So what we like to do is we always like to put links to the actual property in the comments, and you can click on that and look at all the pictures at your own leisure. You can zoom in and out on the map, make sure it's close enough to where you like to live and hang out. Also, if you want to see this one, just click on it, let us know. We'd be happy to make it showing. Or if there's something else in the area that you want to look at, let us know, and we can get you into those as well.
Sure can.
Jeff, what's the next
Our
one?
second one today is 1564 Sparrow Lane, and this is up in the CityLine development in Richardson. Really another fantastic location right off of the President George Bush Tollway and right off of 75. You have a lot of really Fortune 500 employers in that area. So if you are employed by any of those or wanting to be, this would be a fantastic location.
Well, thank you so much
For
for
you.
that little segue because, as noted in one of the links that we provided, it is one of the best places to live. It is a great town of Richardson because of not only the schools, just because of the way that it's filling in and how close it is to everything in Dallas and also into the cities of Frisco and Plano.
And one of the big Fortune 500 employers out there is Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Well, look at you.
They are, their campus is within a couple of miles of it. You can hike, bike, walk, lots of ways to get down there. Super, super convenient if that's where you're going to work. One of the great educational institutions in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is nearby, and that is University of Texas at Dallas.
Great place. I believe that they are also actually going to soon be housing the Tremel Crow Asian Art, which is coming out of downtown. I believe there's also something like $23 million has been set aside for spacing. That will be a huge draw for this area. And one of the last things to point out, CityLine itself. CityLine Market is steps from the front door of this home. So whether it's Pilates, whether it is Whole Foods, I believe they have a Hollywood pet supply store, plenty of restaurants as well. It is like right there.
Yeah.
Can it get any more convenient?
No, not really. 20 plus restaurants there, which is just amazing to me because, you know, it's another one of those city kind of urban hubs for the city that we really need.
Absolutely, because and it is a hub for urban, it really in a suburban area. So this is great.
So the home is 1564 Sparrow Lane, and this is a standalone home that was built 2 years ago. Really great construction style on these, really modern vibe from the garage door all the way up to the front door. And as you continue in, it just keeps going.
And as we said earlier in the show, this is a standalone, meaning there are no shared walls, which is really great. That is one of the biggest complaints. One of the other things too, as you can see here, you get lots of windows. So light comes in from every different angle, and it just helps make this feel more like a home and less like an apartment. And boy, does it feel like a home.
It really does. High ceilings in these on all floors of these give it a lot bigger feel than you would normally have. Stainless steel appliance package, quartz countertops, has the really large single section sink, super popular floor plan where you've got bar seating, you have room for your dining room table, and then that flows right into your living area.
And the way that this is set up, it is absolutely perfect as a lock and leave as well. And living here on the first floor where everybody gets to entertain, it makes it that much easier, whether you're downsizing or this is your first home. People don't have to go to the second and third floor because it's all right here. This is really where everyone hangs out, around the bar and around the kitchen island. It always happens.
And this has wood floors on the first floor. Well, wood floors pretty much on every floor except into the bedrooms. Gas fireplace that creates a really unique focal point. And then you've got these great windows that look out to the south. So you get this really great light all day long. They have the roll blinds that come down that really provide the privacy that you need when you need it.
So now let's step outside. This is a great extra that you don't expect, but it is an outdoor space that is partially covered, well lit, and hot tub to boot.
Yep. And as you go up the staircase, this is where the powder room is. Guests never have to leave that first floor area. Really nicely done. Again, quartz countertop. The owners put this really fun wallpaper in that I think just really kind of ties the room together.
And one of the things they're also taking advantage of is that they have little cutouts here and there on the different floors. Some of them are set up as offices, some of them are set up as a little reading nook, which is really great. And again, we pointed out in the other one, having your washer and dryer on the same floor as the master is key, and here it is. Great space. As you can see, you've got uppers, you've got lowers, folding, hanging, it's all there for you.
And this is one of the bedrooms on the second floor. Really great size room, windows that are facing to the east there. You also have some south facing windows in that room. This is the ensuite bath. Again, you've got quartz countertops, really nice tile selections in these. This does have a step-in tub in it, but which works perfectly for guests.
So walking out of that room Jeff was just describing, we can go right and go up the stairs, or we go straight ahead up 2 steps, and we're in the master. Master has done an excellent job of providing transom windows that give great light. And again, you can see from here, this is an enormous master bedroom. It has plenty of space, nothing crowded. And again, because we are a standalone, see that window? That would not be there if you were another attached unit beside you.
Really great light. Stepping into the master bath, you've got double vanities, which give you the double sinks. You have no tub in this master bath, but you have a huge walk-in shower that is just gorgeous.
It really is. And so when we're done with this, we're going to transition. We're going to go up to the third floor. And on that third floor, we've got another bathroom or another bedroom. And this bedroom, again, I keep saying huge, huge, huge. And I guess it's because we're in Texas, but this is an enormous bedroom. Vaulted ceilings. Vaulted ceilings on the third floor, not something that is typically done. It is usually considered an expense, but it just adds value. This is the ensuite bathroom as well for that bedroom. Again, we're all ensuite. Remember how I told you they take and make the best out of these little cutouts? This is an at-home office, and over the last 2 years, we know you cannot have enough office space, and being able to have office space that has windows is great.
And then you've got this game room on the third floor, which is also really amazing. Great sized room, wired for surround sound. And then that flows right out onto the rooftop deck.
It's a great rooftop deck. Partially covered, partially exposed, is wonderfully equipped ceiling fan, can lights, and a view. This is an amazing view. A little bit west and south is the view, so you get really great sunsets. And here's a little drone footage. I believe, Jeff, you shot this for us.
I did shoot this. I was a little frenetic that day, but no.
So it's a really good way for you to get to see what you're close to. Easy commute, as we said earlier. It is a wonderful, wonderful space, and we are happy to have this listed.
And you will own one of 32 homes that are not multifamily there.
Amazing. So this is 1564 Sparrow Lane, 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 2-car garage. 2019 was construction. It's 2805 in square foot. Price is $749,000, which brings us in at $267 a square foot.
And if you'd like to see any of the pictures that we didn't include in this, just click on the link below. If you'd like to run out and take a look at this property, we'd be happy to make that happen too. And with that, we'll be right back.
There are lots of ways to keep up with us. Visit and like our Facebook page to watch us live and get updates about future show topics. Also, visit our Instagram account where you can see the latest homes we have for sale. You can also check out our website at updikepugh.com where you can create customized searches of active and sold homes that you may find of interest. If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, visit homeprice.fyi and you can get a price instantly. Just enter your address and a couple of other pieces of information and we will email you a price. If you are on the go and podcasts are better for you, our second segments are available on iTunes and Spotify. Last of all, you can reach out to us by phone or text at 214-377-2223.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the second segment, episode 176 of Sold with Updike Pugh. I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh. And Jeff, what are we going to talk about now?
Today, we are going to talk about 4 things you got to do to have a worry-free summer around your house.
Well, I think that that's really important. The weather is great. And I will tell you right now, I have been doing a part of this list. It may have actually been inspired from part of my stuff. And I think that it is... home has to be viewed as both an investment, but also a living investment, something that you have to care for. You change the oil and the tires and the brakes on your car. There are things around the house that are not just painting and rearranging furniture. You've got to take care of the house. And so let's get into that first one.
So one of the first things that we wanted to talk about is taking care of the bugs. We spent a lot of time talking about creating these outdoor spaces and creating the additional living areas, and the way that you are able to get out there and enjoy it is to take care of the critters.
It is. And so one of the episodes we've already had Michael Bosco, and Jeff, you sat down with him and talked, and it's a great one. Zach, if you can put that in the comments, that'd be a great link. But Safe Haven Pest Control has a lot of ways that they can take care of whether they are critters or whether they are mosquitoes, organically and less harmful, because I know that some of the chemicals that are being used are really impacting the bees, and that's one of the things that we have to be very conscientious of.
Yeah, this time of year, this is the time of year to be watching for termites that are swarming, because that is really the visual way that you as a homeowner is going to know. They're going to look like ants with wings on them.
Right.
And they will, potentially you're going to be coming up around the edge of your foundation. They really need a soil to wood contact in order to survive. And so mud tubes are another thing that you'll want to be looking for.
So as we all know, Home Depot, Lowe's have really got their plants coming in every Thursday, it seems like. This is a great time to take advantage and think about what you can put in pots or just around the patio. So some of the things we like to talk about are marigolds. Marigolds have a scent that is very unappealing to critters and bugs. The other is citronella, oftentimes used in candles. But one of the things that many people don't realize is that little peppers can be planted. And I can say this from experience, coming home from Oklahoma, my dad and I put a pepper plant in a car, rolled the windows up and started heading in, and both started coughing. The amount of pepper gas being released was ridiculous. We had to take the thing out and put it in a trunk.
Funny.
You can Google it. It is a fact. You can get rid of bugs by planting peppers in pots and around your little patio area.
And we're removing habitat.
So mosquitoes love water.
Oh, thank you.
One of the things we have to make sure of, sorry about that. One of the things, French drains, people don't realize that in French drains, there's always little troughs that are gridded the whole length of it. That is one of the things that you can have Safe Haven Pest Control treat that will actually neutralize the insects. Also, think about if you've got pots.
Any pots that are turned upside down. Even one of the things that I found in my backyard is where I had gone out and spray painted something at some point, and one of the lids from the spray paint can had turned upside down, and it had been collecting water, and therefore it had mosquitoes in it.
And if you don't believe us that the critters are coming out right now, take a glass of wine, filled up with just cheap wine, set it out on your outside patio, and watch how many bugs it collected. Last night, this was not a experiment I was trying to do, but realized when I reached down for my glass, I probably had 50 little gnats all swimming in my drink. So that's out still and continues to collect today.
The number 2 thing you're going to do is now's the time to start prepping your beds for the putting flowers in, putting seasonal color in, putting bushes in. But it's more than just prepping the beds. It's all of the work that you need to do to ensure that those are going to stay healthy after you plant them.
So I'm going to plug North Haven Nursery because they have a bag of fertilizer that is organic called Hollytone in a 38-pound bag. It is not cheap. It is worth every penny. I have put that all over my ferns, all over my hostas, and to the point where I did not realize there was a hosta there, and I fertilized all other 5. And the other 5 are enormous. Thank you. That's it, Ben. That's exactly it. Are enormous. And this other one looks like a dwarf. It is the craziest thing, Jeff.
Funny.
Interesting.
We now play catch up. I was just walking through my yard yesterday and thought, oh, I need one of those little pop-up things for my yard. Mulching is another way to help control the water saturation and the water retention in many of your plants. I think you had, was it 6 cubic yards of mulch delivered today?
7 were delivered this morning at 7:20. And actually, it was Best Garden and Landscape Supplies in Texas and Tennessee is the name of the company that actually supplied that. You can call ahead. They will probably have a minimum. It may be 5 cubic yards is the minimum, but they have ways that you can calculate. We stepped down. It said 10. That seemed aggressive. We're going to go with 7. It will be plenty. But it is one of the great ways to preserve moisture, but also prevent the weeds that will continue to grow. It does look like Texas may become more of a drought this summer. Getting that in now, not letting that soil dry out will really help plants, but maybe even your foundation if it's close enough.
Absolutely. And speaking of foundation sprinklers, now is the time to have those checked out and make sure that everything is going the right direction. I know you had an issue where you had a couple of sprinkler heads that were spraying onto the bricks in your home
And saturated.
saturate the brick, because bricks are porous.
Huge. It has to be looked at
Yeah.
and make sure, because I did not realize, and it was only a tilt by probably like 12, 13 degrees. but that tilt actually hit the brick and just really caused a little bit of an issue.
Number 3.
We're going to talk about tuning up your AC, and do it now. It's almost too late, but get after it. I just replaced my entire AC after a nightmare 18 months. It was done. And I have to tell you, visiting with the company, if you want their information, I'm happy to share it with you, that I said, so when do you think you're going to get really busy? And he said, when it hits 80 degrees, I guarantee you we will double in traffic. So that being said, do it now while they still have product. The other thing too is that he mentioned that prices went up 8 times last year because of the
Supply chain.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And therefore it will continue to go up again this year. So buying it today, it will be cheaper than if you buy it in August.
It will be. And one of the big things right now that we're experiencing in our industry is going through the inspections where you've got the old air conditioner compressors that have R22 in them.
True.
Now is the time that you need to convert those over to R410A. It's much better for the environment, much less expensive to have repaired, because I think, if I remember right, R22 Freon has gone to $225 a pound.
Sounds about right.
Which is crazy. It used to be $15 a pound, but they're wanting to get it out, and they're making it more and more expensive just in order to push that on through.
The second thing you want to take also, or the other thing you want to do, is have your secondary drain line looked at. This is something that can get backed up, cause an issue, because then it creates the pan to fill up, which is in your attic typically, and that could cause water damage as well.
So the final thing we want to talk about is, now is the time to get up into your attic and check it out. Make sure you've got adequate insulation. Make sure you didn't have any critters that have made a home up in there over the colder season. It's the time of year to do it, because if you wait until we get to those 95-degree days, it's going to be really hot.
Really hot. So this is a great time to make sure that you've got proper ventilation, that no insulation has covered up your soffits. Get that away. We really want that attic to breathe. And as Jeff was saying, make sure there's no critters in there. How do you check for critters? You check for critter pellets. If you see it, you need to get that handled. Look for openings. Michael Bosco one time talked about how small a hole can be for a mouse to get in, and I was shocked. I think it's like the diameter or less of your thumb.
Yes.
Which is insane to
Like
me.
the diameter of a nickel, I think is what he said.
So pay attention to these things, and if you hear a woodpecker pecking on the side of your house, get that thing away.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I hope you found this helpful today. The 4 things you got to do will be listed below. If there's any other topics that you want us to talk about, we would be happy to do that.
And just remember, we want to be realtors for life.